actually happened. I was given this fabric, actually these two pieces of fabric that are from the same line. And I think it's brother sister design. Yes. So anyway, here we are. My job is to create a block of any size. Isn't that interesting? So I've decided I'm going to do something. I've been doing a lot of log cabins lately, so I'm going to do something log cabin-ish. How about that? So I have chosen some fabrics that sort of fit with the colors that are here in the piece. I have these three are going to be my lights, and then these three, this very, very dark green, but it's not as dark as that one, right? Almost a navy. And this orange, which almost matches. Okay, so my lights and my darks, this green right here will also be a dark, and this is going to be my center block, and it's probably going to find its way into other parts of the block as well. And so what I'm going to start doing is I am going to cut the fabric. I'm going to do that one last. I'm just going to cut a couple of pieces of everything, and mostly the same width, but not particularly. And my reasoning for that is I want it to have a very improv-ish look to it, even though I'm not really going to use improv, or at least it feels like it's not going to be improv. This one is huge. I'll have to come back to it. All right. Obviously, this one's going to have to be my first one. Another dark. How many do I have? 4. I think I'm going to stop there. I need a ruler. And so I am just kind of getting an idea of the width, not because I'm so particular about it being exactly right, but because I want to know so that when I cut others, I will have an idea of the width of my strips. And so I'm going to set these aside. Notice when I put them away, I don't really put them away. I just roll them up. And then if I need to come back and cut some more, that will be easy to do, because I have no idea how much I'm going to need. Isn't that a little bit interesting? All right, I know I have to deal with this. Let me do that. You would think I had not pressed any of this. It's so wrinkled, and I promise you I did. All right, I'm going to do these a little hair wider. Yeah, I think I'm going to do them a hair wider. So maybe like a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch. All right. And I need, or rather I want, where is that piece? I want to use this piece, it's part of the line, as a selvage for some curves or something of that nature. So let's see if I can find that 45 degree. It's always difficult, huh? Here we go. And this does not need to be wide, but it has to be at least an inch wide, and that's going to give me a 1/2 inch skinny. And I think I'm going to do a couple of those. And I hope some of those little mushrooms, there won't be many, but I hope some of them show up. I'm going to do this one a little bit wider, just for the fun of it, and for the ease, I guess. There we go. All right. I'm going to cut one more. I like this idea. All right, this can go aside. Let's see what we have here. All right, I need to come back and cut something off of here. And I don't know what I want to cut, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it and try to get, oh wow, that's huge. I was thinking I would get, whatever, I've forgotten what this is called, but a whole piece with all of the design in it. But that is going to be a little bit difficult to do and use it as the middle of my block. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my ruler and just sort of look for things. And let's see, what do I really, really like? I really like these little heart-shaped pieces. So I'm going to include that. And to do so, I need to cut at least 4.5 inches. Let's see, let's go 5 by 5. Yeah, that would work, huh? So let's do that. Let's cut 5 inches this way, and now analyze it again and see what I get if I leave it that way. Most of what I like is in here, although the big flowers, there's not a whole lot of those big flowers. C'est la vie. It's just how it goes. All right. See if I like that. Let me think some more here. Well, let's take a little bit off of it. Let's see how much of those big flowers I do get. And so I'm just kind of I'm covering it. Okay. I think I see enough of this big orange. This big orange to justify this piece. I get my little pink hearts. I probably shouldn't have worried about getting them all in there. Let's see if there's a 5 inch on this end that has the hearts. It's got some of the hearts, and there's a big flower here. Let me see what I've got now. Okay, I'm just sort of like figuring it out. I know it's going to be this right here, and I'm using this as a window. So if I do it this way, I have a big flower, a big orange flower, a little bit of that yellow flower, one of these blue flowers. It's a very big design, and so that means that it's going to be difficult to get all of the elements into the design if I just take a small piece. All right. I don't know how well you can see this, but I am trying to, there we go. Well, I hate this only because it bothers me, not because would be such a big deal. All right, of the two, well, at least I have the orange one, so I will go with this one. And that means then that I have one strip of everything that I intend to use. Let me sort them by lights and darks. Let go. Light. There's a lot of those darks. Okay, so I'm going to go to the machine and I will start putting this together and we'll see. Oh, no, we will not. Let's make, oh, I have another, good. Let's see about getting a skinny in there. And so here's the thing. If you're going to do, I'm going to put a skinny in, but to do so, I need to, what did I use? These are my skinnies. All right, I have to think through the whole process, apparently. I will put a skinny inside of some light pieces because these are so dark. So maybe I should have cut these a little bit wider. I'm going to turn it so I can use that really white part right there. And I know it's going to be at least 5 inches, but then I will need one that is 7 inches. So I'm going to cut it 9 inches. Gives me some wiggle room. And here we go. I'm going to do a fairly simple little curve. Almost doesn't even look like a curve, does it? Come on. I forgot. One of the tricks is to pick your cutter up some and press hard so that you can so that it will cut. All right, let go, guys. These two will go together. These two, or do I want to keep the colors together and just create? I think I do. I think I'm going to do that. That'll work, and it'll give it a big difference. Okay, I doubt that. I would say it's going to be less busy, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be all kind of busy regardless. All right, so I'm going to put these like this. And since I did that, I can also cut this one, and hopefully I'll do this a little bit better. It's not going to be able to be deep. The curves are not going to be able to be deep. See what I'm talking about? Come on, fabric, play along. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's going to look good. All right. It's going to be a lot to work with, but I can do it. I can do it. There won't be much left right here. Okay. This, I will take this with me. This must come. What are these pieces over here? other curves. Look at me. You ever do that to yourself? You just kind of like forget where you are. Okay, I do that. I do that often to myself. I don't want to match them because I think I turned one. There we go. Not difficult to do when you have curves. Though I have lost my place doing this very same thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the skinnies, and I'm going to get those out of the way. And then I'm going to begin my log cabin block and see what I need. As I'm going to cut fabric as I go, because I don't want a whole lot of extra scraps. Seems to me I build more scraps, I make more scraps than I build quilts. I will be at the sewing machine and see you there in a moment.